Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiv Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiv Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiv Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपी कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदानेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि बोलो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की
Jai.
हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा निशा हरे कृष्णा सचिन
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna.
ऑलराइट हरे कृष्णा तरुण cool तो हम लोग से शुरू करें तो कल हम लोग श्लोक 18 पढ़ रहे थे 11th चैप्टर में and so you see how Maitreya Muni has been describing Kal, yeah, and the time and the atoms and how everything is created. We saw Shukla Paksh and Krishna Paksh and then how a month is done and how Devata's one day and night is kind of 360 days, right? So 1 year of human beings is kind of a day for all Devatas. So we saw all those things, and then Maitreya Muni is continuously describing all these millenniums, and we saw the calculations, how long is Kali Yuga and all that, right? So how Kal is impersonal manifestation of Lord Shri Krishna, yeah? And then we are seeing how Kal is related to all those activities and yugas which are happening. So we'll start with Shlok 18. Anilji?
जी हाँ कृतं त्रेता द्वापरं च कलिश्चेति चतुर्युगं दिव्यै द्वर्षि दश विवर्षैः सावधानं निरूपितम् Maitreya said, O Vidur, the four millenniums are called the Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. The aggregate number of years of all these combined is equal to 12,000 years of the demigods. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right? तो ये हम लोग कल भी पढ़ रहे थे. Yeah? And we all know there are 4 yugas. Yeah? Kritam is Satya Yuga, Treta, Dwaparam, and Kali Yuga. So those are the Chatur Yuga, Char Yuga. And the completion of all these 4 yugas is one Divya Yuga. Yeah? And then the aggregate number of years. So one Divya Yuga, which is the aggregate of all Chatur Yuga, is equal to 12,000 years of the demigods. That's called divine years, the Divya years, right? The celestial years. 12,000 celestial years is the total age of all the yugas. Yeah, and this 12,000 celestial year is almost 4,320,000 solar years. Yeah, so we multiply the celestial by 360 days in a year, right? Kind of, and that is a big number. 4,320,000 years is the total aggregate age of all the 4 yugas. Yeah, and it says here, right, the aggregate of the above mentioned 4 millenniums is 4,320,000 years. So it's pretty interesting actually. So we know how big is Kali Yuga. Yeah, remember that? How big is
Yeah, 432.
32, yeah.
432,000, right?
432,000, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if you put one more zero, just the way to remember. If you put one more zero at the end, so it's 4,320,000. That's the total, all four yugas. Yeah. So 432,000 of Kali Yuga, but then 4,320,000 is all four
Four
yugas
yugas.
together. And then if you multiply this by 1,000, yeah, Sahastra Yuga. So that becomes 4,032,000,000 something. That is one day of Lord Brahma. Yeah. So it's actually easy to remember if you remember, like if you remember the Kali Yuga thing, you multiply it by 10, that becomes total age. You multiply by 1,000 to the total aggregate age, it becomes one day of Brahma. Yeah. And we all, of course, know all the four yugas, right? Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Nisha?
चत्वारि त्रीणि द्वे चैकं कृतादिषु यथाक्रमं संख्यातानि सहस्राणि द्विगुणानि शतानि च. The duration of the Satya millennium equals 4,800 years of the demigods. The duration of the Treta millennium equals 3,600 years of the demigods. The duration of the Dwapar millennium equals 2,400 years, and that of the Kali millennium is 1,200 years of the demigods. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what it's saying is the total duration which we saw of all the four yugas is 12,000 years of the demigods. Yeah, 12,000 celestial years. Out of the 12,000, 1,200 years is Kali Yuga.
Kali.
Yeah, because if you multiply 1,200 by 360, you will get, what will you get? If you multiply 1,200 by 360, how big is Kali Yuga?
432.
430,000, right? So that is a solar years. Okay, so you take 1,200 years
Yeah.
of demigods multiplied by 360 to get the solar years. That becomes 432,000 years of solar years. Yeah. So now if you want to remember the age of each of those yugas, okay, just for the interest, 1,200 years for Kali Yuga, and you double it up, which is 2,400 years for Dwapar Yuga. Yeah. And then if you add 1,200, so each yuga you keep adding 1,200 years. Yeah. So 1,200 for Kali Yuga, 2,400 for Dwapar, then 3,600 for Treta Yuga. Yeah. And then you add 1,200 more, so it becomes 4,800 years of in Satyuga. Yeah. So it's very easy to remember if you really think that way. 1,200, keep adding 1,200 to this. Start with Kali Yuga again. Yeah. And then you keep adding 1,200. So 2,400, 3,600 and 4,800. That's the Yuga. And then if you add all these together, it will be what? How much? If you add 4,800, 3,600, 2,400 and 1,200, what will be it?
12,000.
12,000. Yeah.
12,000. Yeah.
Easy way to remember is you multiply the Kali Yuga by 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you have 12,000 years of divine, the Divya years, celestial years is the total aggregate age. Yeah. That's what is mentioned in the Shlok. So, and that's what is described here, like, right? It says very clearly, Tarun, if you read this. Okay, Sachin?
As aforementioned, 1 year of the demigods is equal to 360 years of human beings. The duration of the Satyuga is therefore 4,800 into 360, or 1,728,000 years. The duration of Treta Yuga is 3,600 into 360 or 1.296 million years. The duration of Dwapar Yuga is 2,400 into 360 or 864,000 years. And the last, the Kali Yuga, is 1,200 into 360 or 432,000 years. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So I think it's interesting to remember those durations. Any questions? Any comments? Or it's easy to remember now? Yeah. All right. So we'll continue reading the next shlok. Sachin.
संध्या संध्यान शयोरन्तर्यः कालः शतसंख्याययो तमेवा हुयुर्युगं तज्ञा यत्र धर्मो विधीयते. The transitional periods before and after every millennium, which are a few hundred years as aforementioned, are known as Yuga Sandhyas or the conjunctions of two millenniums, according to the expert astronomers. In those periods, all kinds of religious activities are performed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So between the 2 million, right? When from Kali Yuga to Dwapar Yuga to, right? There is an overlap. Yeah. So it says the overlap of few hundred years. What happens? Yeah. In Shat Shankhyo, what happens is Yatra Dharmo Vidhiyate. So all kinds of religious activities are performed. Yeah. Anilji?
जी धर्मश्च तुष्पान मनुजान कृते समन्वर्तते स एवान्येष धर्मेण वेति पादेन वर्धता. O Vidur, in the Satya millennium, mankind properly and completely maintained the principles of religion, but in other millenniums, religion gradually decreased by one part as irreligion was proportionately admitted. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Yeah. So now it's so important. Like difference क्या है? सतयुग में, कलयुग में, द्वापर युग में, त्रेता युग में, what is the difference? Yeah. So first is in Satya millennium, right? Satyug mein mankind is properly and completely maintaining the principles of religion. Yeah. Says Krite sam anuvartate. Anuvartate is they are following all the dharma. Yeah. In Satyug. But then what happens after Satyug? Like Treta Yuga. But in other millenniums, religion gradually decreases by one part. So if you assume 4 parts in Satyug, yeah, in Treta Yuga, what happens is 75% completely following the principles of religion, 25% is irreligion. Yeah. And then the next is Dwapar Yuga. Dwapar Yuga is so 50% is irreligion and 50% is religion. Okay. And then Kali Yuga. So that is 75% and 25%. Okay. So that is how it is divided. So that is that is why all these yugas are, that's how they are distinguished. That's how they are named. Treta Yuga. So 3 parts. And Dwapar Yuga, 2 parts, right? And then Kali Yuga pretty much just 1 part. Okay. So it says, in the Satya millennium, complete execution of religious principles prevailed. Gradually, the principles of religion decreased by 1 part in each of the subsequent millenniums, right? So Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga. In other words, at present, there is 1 part religion and 3 parts irreligion. At present, because what is at present?
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga, right? So there is 1 part religion and 3 parts irreligion. That's why we see all those things happening and then we wonder what's going on and why this happens and all that, because that is the nature of Kali Yuga. Yeah. 1 part religion and 3 parts irreligion. And of course, people in this area are not very happy, as we see, right? Something or else is always going on. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna, Rasikshan Prabhu ji.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. करेंगे आप?
त्रिलोक्यं युगसहस्रं बाहिर्ब्रह्मणो दिनं त्वाते येव निशा तातयन्निमीलित विश्वस्तिकः. Translation: outside of the three planetary system, Swarga, Maitreya and Patal, the 4 yuga multiplied by 1000 comprises one day of the planet of Brahma. A similar period comprises a night of Brahma, in which the creator of the universe goes to sleep. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, Trilokya Yuga Sahasram. So, out of these 3 planetary systems, yeah, what happens? The 4 yugas multiplied by 1000 years. Remember, we just talked about it, right? Yug Sahasram. What happens? Brahma Anodinam. 1 day of Brahma. So, how long is 1 day of Brahma?
4.32 billion.
Exactly, right? We just talked about it. And it's very easy to remember because we remember 432,000 years as Kali Yuga multiplied by 1000, right? And multiplied by 10 will give you the total age of all the 4 yugas, 4,320,000. And then multiply by 1000 is 4,032,000,000 years. That is 1 day of Brahma. Yeah, it says Brahmano Dino. What happens after that? After that, Taute Nisha Tate. Yeah, the universe, the creator of the universe goes to sleep because then there's a night. So it's a 1 day and the same duration is night. So 4,032,000,000, 4,032,000,000 you complete. 8,064,000,000 is 1 day and 1 night of Lord Brahma. Yeah. Now what happens when Brahma goes to sleep? Like let's read this, Nisha.
When Brahma goes to sleep in the night time, the 3 planetary systems below Brahmalok are all submerged in the water of devastation. In his sleeping condition, Brahma dreams about the Garbhodakshai Vishnu and take instruction from the Lord for the rehabilitation of the devastated area of space. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So after 4,032,000,000, Lord Brahma goes to sleep, everything gets dissolved, yeah, and Lord Brahma is sleeping and talking to Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Okay, Nisha.
निशावसान आरब्धो लोककल्पो अनुवर्तते यावद्दिनं भगवतो मनु भुजंश्च चतुर्दश. After the end of the Brahma's night, the creation of the 3 worlds begins again in the daytime of Brahma, and they continue to exist through the life durations of 14 consecutive Manus or fathers of mankind. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right. So हम लोग काफी quantitative, right? We are looking at a lot of numbers, but I think it's getting simplified. So now what happens after a day of night? Of course, that day, I mean, after the night, day begins. Yeah. And when the day begins, what happens? The creation of 3 worlds begins again in the daytime of Brahma. Yeah, what said Nisha Vasan, like after the night, Arabdho starts Lok Kalpo Anuvartade. Yeah, and what happens that time is Manu. We all know about Manu. Yeah, how many Manu? Chaturdasha. Chaturdasha is 14. So what is telling us is 1 day of Brahma. How many Manus come? 14. Yeah. So in one day of Brahma, which is 4,032,000,000 years, 14 Manus take place. Yeah, they are fathers of mankind, as we know, like mankind generated from Manu. So there are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. At the end of the life of each Manu, there are shorter dissolutions also. Right? So within one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus and there are smaller dissolutions after each Manu. Yeah. Says Swam Swam Kalam Manur Bhukte Sadikam Rok Saptatitam. Like each and every Manu enjoys a life of a little more than 71 sets of 4 millennia. So one more thing to remember. Yeah. 71 sets of 4 millennia. Which means each yug, each yug like Kali Yug, Satyug, Treta Yug and Dwapar Yug, those 4 yugas, 71 times of those 4 yugas is one life of Manu. Yeah. So in one day of Brahma, we have 14 Manus. In each Manu, we have 71 times 4 yugas.
4 yuga.
And how big is the 4 yugas? What's the duration?
12,000.
12,000 Divya years, celestial years. 12,000 demigods years, and which gets converted to 4,320,000 solar years. Cool? Yeah? So it's not that difficult, right? So the duration, so let's read this, Sachin.
The duration of life of a Manu comprises 71 sets of 4 millenniums, as described in the Vishnu Purana. The duration of life of one Manu is about 852,000 years in the calculation of the demigods, or in the calculation of humans is 306.72 million years. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah? So because a Manu is 71 times yugas, 12,000 times 71 is 852,000. Yeah, 12,000 celestial years multiplied by 71 is 852,000 Divya years, celestial years for each Manu. That's the life of each Manu. And there are, if you multiply this by 14, you'll get 4,032,000. That's the day of Lord Brahma. Anilji?
Yeah. Manvantareshu manvasta dvansya rishya suraha bhavanti chaiva yukpat suresha shanu yechatana. After the dissolution of each and every Manu, the next Manu comes in order, along with his descendants who rule over the different planets. But the 7 famous sages and demigods like Indra and their followers, such as the Gandharvas, all appear simultaneously with Manu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right? To see how Maitreya Muni is, like Mahatma Vidur wanted to know everything. And this is how Maitreya Muni is explaining, which he heard from Parashar Muni and also from Lord Sri Krishna himself, right? If you remember, right? So that has been coming like in the same hierarchy, and how everything is described. So after dissolution of each and every Manu, when the next Manu comes, there are 7 famous sages. Yeah. If you know the 7 famous sages, yeah, including Lord Vishwamitra Rishi, Vashishta Rishi, Atri Muni, Bhardwaj Rishi, like that, and all the demigods like Indra and their followers, they, Gandharvas, right, they all appear simultaneously with Manu. Yeah, so 14 Manus. After each Manu, when the next Manu comes, after a brief dissolution, the Saptarishi and all the demigods appear together. Yeah, and we already read this. There are 14 Manus in each day of Brahma, and each of them has different descendants. Nisha?
एष दैनन्दिनः सर्गो ब्राह्मस्त्रैलोक्यवर्तनः तिर्यङ् नृपितृदेवानां सम्भवो यत्र कर्मभिः. In the creation during Brahma's day, the three planetary systems, Swarg, Martya, and Patal, revolve and in the inhabitants, including the lower animals, human beings, demigods, and pitas, appear and disappear in terms of the fruitive activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So very important. Yeah. So what says is in the creation during Brahma's day, what happens is, like if you remember, right, those 10 additional creations, and then we had how Lord Brahma is creating all the plants, trees, and then animals, and then the human beings and all the demigods, right? So look, how does that work? So that says Sambhavo Yatra Karma Bhya, right? So that is the law of karma. That's where the law of karma is applied. Yeah. They appear and disappear in terms of their fruitive activities. Yeah. That is why there is so much importance on doing the right karma. And in fact, surrendering all the karmas to Lord Shri Krishna. So we don't even have to keep going through this dissolution, destruction, appearing again, and we have no idea what's going on, right? And better to go to the Vaikuntha Lok. For that, keep chanting. Chanting is the best way to go. Let's read one more Shiksha Prabhuji. आप म्यूट पे हैं।
मन्वन्तरेषु भगवान् विप्रसत्त्वं स्वमूर्तिभिः मन्वन्तरादिभिरिदं विश्वमिति आदित्य-पौरुषः. Translation: In each and every change of Manu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears by manifesting his internal potency in different incarnations, as Manu and others. Thus, he maintains the universe by discovered power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, every Manu's duration, what happens? And actually, so this one which is going on, right? If you remember, we saw that Lord Brahma's is at 150. His total duration is 300 trillion years, and he's at 50% of the life right now, 150 trillion, right? And then each day is 14 Manus, and each change of Manu, what happens is the Supreme Personality of Godhead appears, right? So we see all these incarnations, right? We see Lord Ram, Lord Narsingh Bhagwan, right? And so this is how all the incarnations appears by manifesting his internal potency in different incarnations. Now it says, Vibhrata Sattvam Swamurti Bhya, right? By his internal potency, yeah, appearing in different incarnations. Like Swansh Roop, as we have seen, Lord Vishnu and then all the other incarnations. So they appear, and that's how the universe is maintained. Yeah, Vishwam Vatyudit Purusha. So actually we are going to pause here. If any comments, any questions, but I think everyone is understanding, right, how everything is described. Yeah, no confusion in numbers. Any comments?
खाली मैं थोड़ा सा बोलना चाहता हूँ कि मनु की जो इनहेलेशन जो होता है ना, तो ब्रह्मा जी का एक दिन बीतता है तो वो भी कंप्लीट नहीं, उसमें जो इनहेलेशन होता है वो भी कंप्लीट नहीं है। अब पार्शियल ये जो डिस्ट्रक्शन वो मनवंतर अवतार के बारे में अभी ये जो श्लोक में पढ़े ना, मनवंतर अवतार भगवान का होता है। हर मनवंतर में जो अवतार होता है वो मनवंतर अवतार के बारे में कहा जा रहा है, और उस समय पार्शियल डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है, और उससे बड़ा ब्रह्मा जी का एक दिन समाप्त होने पर जब ब्रह्मा जी सोने जाते हैं तो उससे बड़ा होता है, तो ब्रह्मा जी के नीचे वाले लोग सारे नष्ट हो जाते हैं, लेकिन ब्रह्मा जी के ऊपर वाले लोग रहते हैं जो भौतिक दुनिया में आते हैं। लेकिन एक जो महाविनाश होता है उससे ब्रह्मा जी का लोक से लेकर के क्योंकि ब्रह्मा जी का जब आयु समाप्त होता है ना 100 वर्ष वाला, तो उस समय ब्रह्मा जी भी समाप्त होते हैं, ब्रह्मलोक और उनके ऊपर का जितने भी जो लोग हैं, जो भौतिक दुनिया में आते हैं, स्पिरिचुअल दुनिया नहीं है, वो सारे नष्ट होते हैं। फिर वापस स्टैम आता है और स्टैम में से फिर ब्रह्मा जी आते हैं, फिर वापस क्रिएशन ऊपर से लेकर के 14 प्लैनेटरी सिस्टम का क्रिएशन होता है।
Right. Thank you. Krishna, so we have a long weekend now, right? Thursday. So we'll see you back on Monday. Yeah. And meanwhile, let's listen to Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahmaji's prayers to Lord Govind. We'll continue listening to their 60 shloks and we'll continue listening to that.
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि भास्वान्यथाश्मसकलेषु निजेषु तेजः स्वयं कियत् प्रकटयत्यपि तद्वदत्र ब्रह्माय एष जगदण्डविधानकर्ता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ द्वन्द्वे प्रणाम समये सगणाधिराज विघ्नान् विहन्तु मलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं